Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing very well. I hope you had a great Memorial Day. I'm a little late in the week. I actually recorded a couple other videos that, because of audio-visual stuff, got taken down, which, it is what it is. This is going to be a reaction video to Led Zeppelin Rock and Roll live at Madison Square Garden in 1973. This is a other YouTube channel that posted, I think, the full video of this performance. So if you guys enjoy it, if you do, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new here to the channel. I really appreciate all the support, but let's get into it. We'll pause for a second. A couple things. So, the fact that the video quality is this good from more than 50 years ago is pretty wild to me. This would have been, so 1973, I think, would have been towards the Houses of the Holy tour. They had just released, so they did, Led Zeppelin 1 in 69. I think 2 was also in 69. 3 was in 70 or 71. 4 was in, I think, 72. And the Houses of the Holy was around that time. I might be kind of off, but a lot of their first, 5 albums, which I think are, I in my mind, I don't think there's a better 5-album stretch, especially the first 5 albums in, music history, right? Almost every song on the first 5 albums for Zeppelin was pretty well received. I think I still listen to most of them today. I mean, you're talking 40 or 40 tracks that again are what I would consider to be good quality music, and so they just churned it out. And so this would have been either right as Houses of the Holy was releasing or shortly maybe after. And so by this point, they are just like massive, right? So that would probably explain why, you know, like you're gonna have good quality video because Led Zeppelin was probably the biggest band in the world at the time. It's pretty awesome. Okay. A great time, great video. Hang this on my little desk thing, I guess. There we go. That works. So what YouTube account is this? Old Tapes. Old Tapes. This is I don't even know if Rock and Roll is one of my favorite Zeppelin tunes, but I would say it's one that's probably more synonymous with them. There are a lot of tracks that I think don't get a lot of mainstream attention. Most of Led Zeppelin 3, some of their like folkier stuff, Battle of Evermore and things. Rock and Roll, I feel like, has been kind of at the forefront for them. You know, if you listen to Zeppelin pretty much at all, that's probably one of the first couple songs you hear, right? This, I've mentioned it in videos that unfortunately weren't able to be published, but this, where was I going with that? Oh, Led Zeppelin, I feel like, compared to, like you look at certain modern day acts and the transition from like studio to live is pretty seamless, I would say. A lot of times whenever you watch these live performances, there's not a huge amount of difference in the composition. I would say there's not a huge amount of difference in the production value. This was at a time, I think, where, and especially because Jimmy Page was their producer, this is at a time and age where their live performances could be hugely different from what you had heard on the record, right? And this is a recording that I feel like is pretty true to the recording, true to the record or the studio version. It seems a little slower, which is fair because Rock and Roll is a pretty fast tune. It's a pretty hard song. I'm going to be honest with you from a drum standpoint specifically. Now I'm not John Bonham, so me saying that doesn't mean diddly, but it seems like they may have slowed it down a bit. Other than that, I mean, it's just a great performance, man. I would give anything. I would cut off a pinky toe to be there watching this concert. It's just a cool piece of rock history, I'm grateful somebody has preserved it, and like I said, we get to watch it 52 years later. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy to think that like even now with all the technology that we have, getting high quality recording. I ran into this problem yesterday. Like I'm still struggling with setting up the drum mics and things, and there's just so many points of failure and whatnot. So to think that they could produce like audio and video to this quality 50 something years ago, whenever we have so much more technology now, is just it's just crazy to me. So I'm grateful. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I didn't really comment much during. I try to let it kind of play through before we, say too much. But it's just a classic, man. If you're, like I said, if you're new and for whatever reason you're here watching me and haven't been watching Zeppelin, what are you doing? Like, go there, right? It's just a great band. Like, probably my favorite, and so just grateful that we get to watch these bits and pieces of history because that was a whole different time and kind of hard for me to wrap my mind around because of just how big they were and the musical talent that they all had collectively, but also individually. It's just cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoy making these videos. I'm sorry for the delay. Like I said, I had recorded a couple that I had planned to upload, and they just got struck down. So it's hard for me to kind of predict that sometimes. But Led Zeppelin in particular, with some of the, I would say, endorsed recordings, they're pretty protective over the audio-visual stuff, even with fair use, and so that's fine. That is kind of the downside of making this type of content. I'm trying to branch out more into some other stuff, some video essay type things, 5 volt world sort of stuff. I just haven't gotten there yet. I'm working a handful of shifts right now, and so my job kind of demands that I'm not home as much as I would like, especially for some of these. Like these videos, editing wise, don't take a ton of time and take a ton of setup. Doing like drum covers, guitar covers, which I haven't gotten too much yet, or especially like video essay type material, it just takes a lot more work and planning and setup and re-recording, and so I'm trying to find time to do that. But in the meantime, like I said, just record some more of this type of content to kind of diversify a little bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry to ramble. Again, I hope you had a great Memorial Day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you are new here and you haven't subscribed already, please be sure to do so. I try to post essentially once a day. It's not been happening as of recent, and I took a big long hiatus, and so I'm hoping to be back full time. But I just appreciate all the support, and I will see you guys in the next one.